Hello everybody, for those who find my video without going through my website, let me introduce myself. My name is Gilles Ortubise, and my name as a self-taught and multidisciplinary scientist and inventor is Gilles Lauzon Ortubise, and I am the owner and the founder of the first human multiintelligence.com. So the title of this video is how our galaxy, the Milky Way, was born and how it has evolved so far, part 3. So, and what is continued from the parts before, which is part 2. Then, so the paragraph is 17 point. So I start from an article, a part of an article in which is the name is the black hole 404. So I start this third video, this third part of this video from the paragraph which is start with the number of 17.22.1.3. On the other hand, can the mass of our supermassive black celestial flare from the center of the Milky Way be less than 580 billion solar masses? The possible answer is maybe yes, but according to a mass that is much closer to 580 billion solar masses than that of only for small masses, which is between 4.1 and 4.5 million solar masses, which is probably much too low. In addition, it must be taken into account that the detection of the presence of a black celestial sphere is technically considerably difficult to establish successfully, and that its volume is also considerably difficult to establish successfully. Next paragraph, number 17.22.1.4. In addition to the fact that black or dark matter does not exist because it relies only on the accommodating form of magical thinking and no physical and or other astrophysical cause and effect relationship, is in the case of the moon, is it black or dark matter that's drive forwards in prograde motion and seems from above the moon's motion around the earth? The answer is no, because it is only the gravitational forces of the earth that control the movement of the moon and nothing else. Next paragraph, 17.22.1.5. And in addition to the fact that black or dark energy does not exist because it too relies only on an accommodating magical thoughts from a no physical and or astrophysical cause and effect relationship. So in the same case of the moon, is it black or dark energy that drives forward in prograde motion and seems from above the movement of the moon around the earth? The answer is no again, because it is only the gravitational forces of the earth that control the movement of the moon and nothing else. Next paragraph, 17.22.1.6. And because all that exists in the universe are gravitational forces that manifest between gravitational objects, and starting from those which are the most voluminous and gravitationally powerful, and down to the smallest, which are the least voluminous and gravitationally powerful. So, and next paragraph, 17.22.1.7. Consequently, this is one of the reasons why the expansion of the universe does not exist, because it relies only on an accommodating form of wistful thinking and no physical and or astrophysical cause and effect relationship. And because if such an expansion of the universe existed, we could see it between Earth and the captured satellite of the moon. Because in the case of the latter, it moves away in a tiny way from the Earth to an extent that is between 3 centimeters and 5.8 centimeters according to the different sources. And in the case of the captured satellite of Phobos, it is getting a tiny 18 centimeter, this one's getting closer to Mars per year. And in this case, if the expansion of the universe existed, it could not get closer to Mars in a way that is between 3.1 and 6 times faster than the tiny case of the moon, from which is going away from Earth. And these behavior of remoteness or tiny rapprochement of all objects of the universe, they are all explained from A to Z among the several theories that are part of the imposing mother theory of the functioning of the universe at the macroscopic, atomic, and or subatomic scales. And next paragraph, which started by 17.22.1.8, and even less an acceleration of the expansion of the universe, which does not exist too, because it relies only on an accommodating form of wistful thinking and no physical and or astrophysical cause and effect relationship. Moreover, for what logic reason the universe should comprise an expansion or an acceleration of expansion? The answer: there can be no logical reason that can support such behavior, apart from the worst monumental Big Bang nonsense that was made up and never was, and never proved to, because it is based, among of other things, slowly on a form of accommodating magical thought, which is that of one of the mathematical singularities, which does not respect any law of physics or astrophysics, and which cannot be supported by any physical and or astrophysical cause and effect relationship. Moreover, when the comets pass by the Earth, accelerating their speed of movement because of one of the gravitational forces of the Sun to then circumvent it, is it justified to speak to an acceleration of the expansion of the universe? The obvious answer is no. And despite the efforts of competent and conscientious scientists who use the best telescope and measuring device, Their observation and calculation of alleged expansion situation of the universe are considerably difficult to validate beyond any doubt, and their observation and calculation of supposed situation of acceleration of the expansion of the universe are even more considerably difficult to validate beyond any doubt. Consequently, what logical and necessary reason so that an expansion or an acceleration of its expansion can exist? However, there are a considerable number of logical and necessary reasons which plead in favor of a single universe which is eternal. And because, in addition, the concept of the Big Bang is indefensible, given the fact that it does not respect any law of physics and or astrophysics. In addition, other ridiculous theories and even more absurd than the Big Bang, and which are deleterious in all directions, which are at the antipodes of law of physics and or astrophysics. In addition, it is quite normal that gravitational objects can be in a situation where their speed of movement is faster in their gravitational captures or orbit as it moves towards their perihelion until it bypasses it, then begins to decrease their movement speed until it bypasses their aphelion, to then start again increasing their movement speed towards their perihelion, and so on. So of course, for in the universe, the object, they have circular orbit, circular gravitational orbit captures. They're still pretty rare because most of them, they have gravitational captures orbit which is at least little elliptic, and in the case of the comet it was much more elliptic. So, but in the case of the objects, they have always a place on their capsule's orbit. Even for the galaxy, they goes faster until they bypass their perihelion, and after they decrease their speed until they bypass their perihelion. So of course, and that never changed. So sometimes their speeds are faster than usually that, and on their gravitational orbit, and at another point of their gravitational capture orbit, their speed decrease. So that's the way it is. So this is why this is proof then why the universe could not be in expansion and they cannot be an acceleration of expansion. That does make any sense. So except for the part of the universe which is finite, because its size of diameter could vary in the maximum about 10%, around 10%. So sometimes when their size is the largest one, they are 10% than their size when it is the smallest one. So, and it's only because they change to the black celestial sphere, which is the strongest one. When the strongest one is there, this size is proportional, so it's the biggest one, and when they change to a smaller black stellatosphere, which is the biggest one, the size of the sphere of the part which is finite is coming 10% smaller. So this is the only way then the size of the universe could expand. 10% less, 10% less in diameter to change to 10% more in diameter. But it's about it, and it never goes over this, and it never comprise more than 10% less of diameter. So that's enough for this video, and see you to the next. Thank you and have a nice day.